So in this video, I'll be talking about 3 things no one tells you when starting the gym. To be honest, my experience starting out at the gym was a very funny experience because I started out at the gym because I went through some painful heartbreak. I broke up with my girlfriend of many years, and the breakup really made me feel a lot of pain, and somehow I found the gym as something I should do to transcend that pain and turn it into a joy. And I'm very glad that breakup happened, because had it been that breakup did not happen, I'm not sure I would have started working out by that time. That's why I also tell people to just start out at the gym, no matter the reason why you're starting out. It can be out of a heartbreak, or maybe someone insulted you, or maybe you just feel like you need to be better. Any reason works, because I've stayed long enough at the gym to understand that no matter the reason why you start going to the gym, if you stay long enough, that reason will change. Right now, I'm going to the gym because gym is my therapy. At some point, it was because of heartbreak. It now went to because of the aesthetics. I was feeling my body and all that thing. But right now, I have my body and I see my body every day. So I don't really, I'm not really fixated on the body anymore. It's normal. It's not a lifestyle. So it's not something to really, make me feel too good or something like that. It's normal. It's more like if you don't have something, that's when you want to have that thing. But if you get that thing, you tend to take it for granted. So that being said, I'll get straight into the 3 things no one tells you when starting the gym. The first thing on the list is that progressive overload is the key to growth. This is something no one told me at the gym. I ended up wasting a lot of time pushing a particular weight and rep for a very long time. No one really told me that I needed to increase the weight or increase the reps slightly, and I ended up wasting a lot of time and also not maximizing my stay at the gym. So I got to know what progressive overload was maybe 4 months into me working out, because unfortunately for me, where I started working out, they were actually fixated on working the chest, the biceps, and nobody really worked on their back. Nobody really took their legs seriously. So it was just more of, bench press, inclined dumbbell press, and all that shit. And also, no one told me that I needed to be, upping my weight and reps. So if you're starting out the gym, do not make that mistake. You have to start out with a weight you're comfortable lifting. Progressive overload actually means increasing your reps, your weight slowly as you grow. That's what it is, because you need to actually stress the muscle in order for it to grow. If you don't stress your muscle enough, it won't grow. So you have to find that sweet spot. You don't need to go too heavy, and you don't need to go too light. You need to go slightly above what you're comfortable carrying. And also, one of the mistakes I see a lot of people make is once they want to progressively overload, they bump their weight too high, which is wrong, because the point is not for you to sacrifice your form because you want to push a lot of weight. I see it at the gym a lot of times. I see people struggling to lift their weights and therefore sacrificing their form. Your form should come first. So if you get the form right, you check how comfortable you are carrying that weight before you now progressively overload. Do not overload to something that will sacrifice your form. Once your form is sacrificed for that number of weight, then I don't think you're optimizing what you're doing at the gym. I also get questions like, when do you know when to progressively overload? I personally know that it's time to overload or to get to the next level when I am comfortable pushing that particular weight. For example, if I'm pushing the bench, and let's say what I push on the bench is 70 kg. Once I can push that 70 kg for 10 reps and 5 sets, once I can do it comfortably and I'm okay doing that with the right form, then I know it's time to top it up to 75 kg. That's 2.5 on each side, so that I can actually stress that muscle for you to grow. Number 2 on the list is that you can't outtrain a bad diet. I feel like this should have come first, because a lot of people don't understand that you can't actually outtrain a bad diet. If you're going to the gym every day, putting in the work, and you go home and eat the wrong food or eat what is against what you're trying to achieve, then what you're doing is you're shooting yourself on the foot. For example, if your aim is to bulk up, what you need to do is to find out your maintenance calorie and add 200 or 300 calories to it. That's how you go on a calorie surplus. And if your aim is to lose weight, what you need to do is to find out your maintenance calorie and go 300 or 400 below it. That's you being on a calorie deficit. That's the only way you can eat in accordance to what you're trying to achieve. And also what you eat, when you calculate the calories needed for you to get your required body, also matters. For example, if you're to eat 3,000 calories to bulk up, and because you're to eat 3,000 calories to bulk up, you now start eating junks or eating unhealthy foods. That's not you eating the right way. No, you have to consider the amount of protein you should take in, the amount of carbs, the amount of fat you should take in. That's the way you can optimize what you're doing at the gym. And this was something that actually took me a lot of time to come to understand, because I worked hard at the gym for like 9 months and I was seeing some gains, but it was not as much as I expected. And the only difference from what I was doing and what I later did was just tweaking my food and taking what I eat more seriously. That was the change. That was what I just did differently that changed everything for me. And I'll say this to you, if you're already going to the gym and you're not eating right, it's, in my own opinion, equal to somebody that is not going to the gym. Because if you really want to see the result of what you're going to the gym to do, because going to the gym is not even easy for a lot of people. So imagine when you're already putting in the work and you're jeopardizing your result because of you are neglecting the nutrition or what you put inside your body. That is not the right thing to do. You have to complete what you've started. Since you're already going to the gym, why not just take your nutrition seriously and get your desired body? And it's more healthy for you. You feel better when you eat better. Yes, when you eat the healthy food, you feel better. You feel more energized to hit the gym. You feel a lot better. A quick one. So if you're a busy man, a CEO, an entrepreneur, or maybe an ambitious man looking to build muscle to increase your confidence and command attention and also turn heads, click the first link in the description below to see if you're a good fit for my coaching program. The last one on the list is rest and recovery is actually when you get to grow. Personally, I fumbled on this for a very long time. I was someone that went to the gym every day. I tried my best to eat right, and for some reason I was seeing results, but I wasn't seeing results that actually matched my level of commitment. And I had to start asking questions. And I found out that I wasn't sleeping well because I was a software engineer and I used to work way too much during the day. I used to work from 9 in the morning till 5 in the evening. Then I'll go to the gym, come back from the gym and immediately get back into working. And I'll work from that 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. at night to like 1 a.m. in the morning. Like, I wasn't actually taking my sleep seriously. I thought me working in the midnight was cool and all that. I didn't know it was eating out from my own physical and health goals. So I started asking questions and I found out that I wasn't sleeping enough. So I wasn't giving my body enough time to recover. Your body needs time to recover. Yeah, you don't grow at the gym actually. You are what you eat, and also you have to give your body the time to recover and repair those muscles. Because the point is, go to the gym, stress the muscle, get home, eat right, give the muscle the nutrients it needs to heal. Then the last one is you have to now sleep well so that the process of healing will take place. So imagine when you're going to the gym every day and you're not sleeping well. And this is a very big problem, especially in the country I stay in. A lot of people don't sleep enough. People don't even count their sleep. People don't even know that they don't sleep for at least 7 hours in a day. And I too experienced that stunted growth because of that. And I'm very sure that a lot of you don't even know about this, or maybe you've been hearing about it, but you're not taking it seriously. This is me telling you that once you up your sleep game, you would feel better and you will grow faster. Sleep is very essential, even minus the gym. Sleep is very essential to your brain, to how your body functions, how your brain functions. So you need to actually take sleep seriously. You have to. You don't have any choice but to sleep better, because if you don't sleep better, man, you feel shitty. You wouldn't perform to the maximum you can actually give. So this is a call for you to always progressively overload your weights. You have to eat well, and also you have to sleep and recover in order to grow. This is the end of the video, and like I said, if you're an ambitious man, a CEO, or a busy man looking to build muscle, increase your confidence, and also turn heads, hit the first link in the description below to see if you're a good fit for my coaching program. Peace out.